Load, agi pa steam, we need boiler. So, I think ang buwad, lugi mo class kung i-dryer na to. So, natural drying lang. Dried mango, pwede. Dried mango, pwede. Kita ko na class, di dryer, no? What else? Palay, no? Tobacco. Yung tobacco class, sa paman. Mais, corn. So, bago galingon, ibubuy ato sang i-dry using dryer. Okay? Ay, sige class, screenshot. Okay, next. We have that schematic diagram of a dryer. No? So this is our point 1, this outside air. No? Ang hangin diri class atong initon, it will pass through the heater. So ang heater na to class, naray coil diri. So steam ra tong gamiton. Ha? So at point 1, we have H1, mass of air, then steam from the boiler. So again, natay coil diri, heating coils, agi diri ang air. So kung ato po ning gamitan class for air conditioning, kung air conditioning ni mao ni ang evaporator. So karon kay pangpainit man, so it will pass through the heater. So by the use of the steam. So daghang coils diri, air entering, so natural ang air diri class will absorb heat from the steam. Then the steam will reject heat, no? Okay. Then steam, mass of steam, HS. Then we have HF at 1 to 2. Kung naman mo air conditioning ka na, di ba? Hello? Mana? Okay, 1 to 2 class, heating process. We have H2. Then point 3 is now our hot humid air. So diri na to mga moist class mga no? The hot humid air. So H3. Then we have wet feed and the dried product. Okay? So morning basa diri. Then after siguro mga 1 day of drying, ipalabas nimo as dried product. Pagsulod as wet feed, taas yung moisture. Paglabas, nagya po yung moisture class, but ubos na. Now, for example, pagsuot niya 60% moisture. So after drying, ay mo na lang og 2% moisture paglabas. So ang hangin na may tabo sa hangin gas, this the WF is weight of wet feed, WP weight of the product, then YF moisture in feed, then YP moisture in the product. And look at the processes of air in the psychrometric chart. So may tabo sa hangin, it will pass through the heater. So heating process. And remember, heating process class in the psychrometric chart, if you can recall, there are 8 processes in the psychrometric chart, no? Kaning cross ani sa psychrometric chart, kung ang cross nimo center class is 0, 0, to the right is heating, to the left cooling. Then going upward is humidifying, downward is dehumidifying. Ato lang itong i-recall, ha? Now, mingon man ko 1 to 2 heating, so to the right ka. To the right. 1 to 2 to the right. Ang 2 to 3, ang dryer diri ka, there are 3 possible may mga processes of air in the drying chamber. The first process would be isothermal dryer. So kung may isothermal dryer, so our temperature 2 equals temperature 3 based on dry bulb. Dry bulb, no? So money. Ang heating, constant humidity ratio. Then 2 to 3 is isothermal dryer, constant temperature, dry bulb. Dry bulb 2 equals dry bulb 3. So tawag dito class is isothermal dryer. Okay? So unsa may effect sa hangin diri sa drying chamber? Kung dili siya may isothermal. So may tabo sa hangin diri class, ikan sa heater paglabas sa point 2, high temperature air. Taas ang temperature hangin. Ya i-mix na ko diri sa wet feed nga basa. So most probably, ang air temperature mumubo, no? Mugamay ang air temperature, ang humid po niya mataas, suyupon man niya ang humid gas from the material. So mao na ni ang hot humid air. So which means ang hangin diri mubugnaw, mutaas ang humidity ratio. So ang may tabo diri class, gitawag nato ni cooling and humidifying. So may tabo sa hangin diri 2 to 3, mumugnaw, mugamay ang temperature, mudaghan ang humid. Again, that is cooling and humidifying. So that is quadrant 2. No? Quadrant 2. So ang cooling class, mo man balik na ko to the left, nya ang humidifying upward. So mo ni karon class ang cooling and humidifying. Kini siya class. And this cooling and humidifying, kung may tabo siya nga may go siya sa constant enthalpy, mo man enthalpy line. So mo constant ang enthalpy, nagpasabot adiabatic dryer. H2 equals H3. And then, kung di siya mo constant ang enthalpy, 2 to 3, again 2 to 3, this is cooling and humidifying, ha? Kini nga kwan. So kung dili equal ang imong enthalpy, therefore this is non-adiabatic dryer. Okay? H2 not equal to H3. For a while, ha? Ano ko na install akong pangsuwat. Dali lang. Napa mo niya? Naminaw mo or natulog mo?
Apa, sir?
Minar,
Napam,
sir. Minar, sir.
Okay. This one is H2 not equal to H3. So non-adiabatic, ha? Dryer. Okay, next. Formulas: moisture removed from the material is equals to moisture carried by air. So, ang ani ni class, may tabo, moisture removed from the material. Anang litan? This is just an example, ha? Ang wet feed ni mo, 10 kilograms. Sample lang. And then, paglabas diri class, na mo na lang og 9 kilograms. Ila may moisture nga nadala sa hangin. So, the moisture is 1 kilogram moisture. No, kay 10 na mo na lang 9. So the moisture which is carried by air is 1 kilogram. Okay? Now, how do we solve for the moisture in air, carried by air? Weight of the feed minus weight of the product. Okay, makita man. Weight of feed minus weight of product. Pero na po yung formula ni sa class na if we're given this one, WA, W2, and W3, and we have mass of air here. Na mass of air po ninigawas, assuming equal, no? So therefore, the moisture removed will be equals to MA W3 minus W2. Pwede po na siya, no? Sige, screenshot sa diri class. Schematic diagram. Okay, so aside from MR is MaW3 minus W2, maraging sulti or weight of feed minus weight of the product. And then the heat rejected by the steam equals heat absorbed by the air or heat supplied by the heater, Q. So Q for the steam is MS HS minus HR. Then for the air, mamaning kuan class ang Q kini. It added MaH2 minus H1. Okay, no? Ang Q class is this the heater, Ma, again, H2 minus H1. Or pwede po class sa steam, HS minus HF. And then the dryer efficiency is heat absorbed enough material over heat supplied. No? This one. Okay? It absorbed the material over heat supplied. Good job. Next. I have here the illustration, no? We have the wet feed and the dried product. So, morning material na to, gisod na ko as wet feed, dried product the same amount, assuming the same amount, ha? So, kung tanggalon kining moisture tanan class, ang mabilin is solid. Parehas sila sa product. Again, ang solid sa wet feed is the same as the solid in the dried product, ha? Kung tanggalon yun mo tanang moisture. Okay, so this is also called as bone dry weight. Bone dry weight means solid in a material, amount of solid in the material. Okay, this is the moisture in feed, it's YF. And the moisture, this is the total weight, by the way, no? The total weight is the wet feed. So as we can see that the wet feed is moisture plus the solid. Okay. Example lang class, ha? If the moisture is 40%, so ang solid 60. Yun sa pagkuha. Bali, to get this one, your solid is WF times quantity 1 minus YF. Okay, 1 minus YF, kanalitan YF na to 40, 1 minus 0.4. So 60. So 60% solid. Now, solid of what? Weight of the wet feed. Okay. This now our moisture in the product. Moisture sa product, gamay na lang. Okay, for example, class, the moisture is 10% of the weight of the product. In terms of weight of the product. So therefore, the solid is 90% the weight of the product. So WP, 1 minus YP. No, quantity 1 minus YP. So 1 minus 0.1 is 0.9. So kining na sa taas class, morning moisture remove, MR. Because MR plus WP equals weight of the feed. So mana karon, MR is weight of the feed minus weight of the product based sa illustration. Okay, by equating class, the solid in the wet feed, or muscle solid, the wet feed, equals muscle solid in dried product. Ang sa ganito dire, ang solid dire is WF, quantity 1 minus YF. Kini. It's bone dry weight. Yan. This is solid in feed, 1 minus 40%. Example lang na. Ang product body is 1 minus 10% times WP. Morning 90. So this is the solid in feed equals solid in the product. Okay, so WF, weight of the feed. Okay, Brad? Then WP, weight of product. Amping, Brad. YF, moisture in feed. Then YP, moisture in product. And take note class, nakagigibutang din ako. This YF and YP must be wet bases, no? E naapod na by dry bases. So, diagrammatic law ang students. Again, moisture in feed and moisture in product must be wet bases using this formula. Okay? Ay, sorry. Screenshot. Next. Dry and wet bases. Okay, example class. We have B as the solid, A as the moisture. Yun. Okay, wet bases, percent moisture. So moisture diri A, so percent moisture is A over A plus B. Is how to compute. Then solid, ang solid is B, B over A plus B. Okay? And then based on dry, percent moisture, ang moisture is A. Pero ang moisture diri class A over no, usually good class. Ang dry bases, pwede siya mahimog more than 100%. Ano ya? Ang dry bases, pwede may tabo nga more than 100%. Anong litan? Sir, ano mapwede man ang 100% or more? Ano? Hey, this is the class. Explanation. Ang A na to, for example, ang A na to, 60% moisture. Ilang solid? 40. O, 60 over 40. Pila man? 60 over 40 is 1.5, 150%. Okay, makakita gani mo moisture class greater than 100%, automatic dry basis na. Kaya imong i-wet basis, ang wet, di may tabo siya more than 100 because we're dividing this one by A plus B or dividing one by the total. So, di gid siya may tabo na mo sobrang 100%. Okay? And also the solid. Because if we're going to add moisture, percent moisture plus percent solid, wet basis, 100% na yun. Diba? 100 na yun. Pero kini, kung i-add ni mo, A plus B all over B. Oh, sobra 100 yun eh. No? A plus B all over B. Okay? So, ang answer ni class, sobra 100%. So, I have here the class example. Mani karon na, given percent moisture 150%, dry, meaning dry bases. Yang required is percent moisture wet bases. Ato ang unang gihatag dry, yang gipangita wet. So una ta class from dry bases, your Y, assuming Y is moisture, from dry bases assuming Y is moisture, so A over B, which is 1.5%. 1.5 na lang, kaya 150 man. So, ang Y karon is 1.5, i-cross multiply na ko. Therefore, A equals 1.5B. Okay? Then, wet bases na. Then, for wet bases, percent moisture. So, wet basis percent moisture is A over A plus B, in which A is 1.5B, substitute na, over A. Ang A po 1.5B plus B. So, cancel B, 1.5 over 2.5, 60%. Okay? So, 60%, which is our percent moisture wet basis. So, mga na ibantayan ninyo. Okay, screenshot. Conversion pa na. Mag-midterm karon kuan class ha. Naka-midterm na ka, Grace? Nag-midterm na mo
Wala pa,
class?
sir.
Schedule ninyo midterm? Wala pa.
Wala pa, sir.
I mean, ang naka-schedule mo karon midterm diha sa LM? This week?
Mukha Friday, yung go to there.
Friday? Ano saan man mag-midterm? Gusto ninyo? Face to face ha? Ito ko makikita ninyo. Ano saan man mo na sa UC? Merkules? Merkules ha? Pag face to face ta, Wednesday?
Mura gayang test mo na, sir.
Ano sa malita? Sabado?
Pwede ako sa Sabado, sir.
Planohon ta na. Basta be ready. O di gani, mag-ready po mo ro Wednesday class. Basig, pwede rin ako online kung Wednesday. No, i-LMS lang nako. Wednesday og di ko makaschedule sa ano ko ara. Inaama po good me Sabado is kuan man good. Holiday.
Holiday mo na, sir.
No lagi.
Pwede ra kon sir sa Miyerkules pero gabi na sir kay whole day man namong diagnostic sir.
Whole day. Kapoy na mo ano niya.
Sir.
Nya ako pa pasingin lan yung si bakulang mga hagbong mo. Sir, kapoy na kayo, sir. Nya, sige, ready lang mo Wednesday, ha? Basi ganahan, kumator ko kuhan mo. LM, okay? Sa oras sa man, ang inyong exam. Sa oras sa man, class? Hello?
From 5 hanggang sir 6 p.m.
Oh, grabe ha, good. Thursday pa rin diagnostic. Ingo ni Kondi, oh. Thursday pa man lagi.
Oh, Thursday po sir kay third year man ang Wednesday.
7 man may among
7
schedule, sir.
7, so Thursday. Oh, yeah, Wednesday ta. Ito na istoryahan ron totoo. Kung nasa inyo kayo. Yan na eh. No, na-screenshot na eh. Okay, class. Kanino? Wet material containing 220% moisture, dry bases, is to be dried at the rate of 1.5 kilogram per second in a continuous dryer to give a product containing 10% dry bases. Find the moisture removed in kilograms per hour. Okay, what are the given? YF, this is your moisture in the wet feed to 20% dry. Then the weight of the feed is 1.5 given kilogram per second. Then moisture in product is 10% dry. What is asked is moisture remove. Okay, the moisture remove is weight of feed minus weight of the product. So first, we're going to convert dry to wet. Just because ang formula class, wet basis magod to. Okay. So, wet basis ha. So wet feed una ko class. Dry man tong yatag. So sa wet feed 2.2 220%. So YF is 2.2 which is A over B. Dry man. Yatag niya Dry bases ang gihatag, base sa wet feed pa ko. Sa wet feed pa, wala pa sa product. Okay. So 220% A over B, so A equals 2.2B. So arin ako sa wet bases. Wet bases is YF equals A over B, A plus B. Then substitute, A is 2.2B, A derivative sum was 2.2B plus B, 0.6875, which is 68.75%. Mo na itong YF, wet bases. Then the dried product. Dried product, based on dry, 10% siya. So YP is 0.1 or 10% equals A over B. So therefore, A equals 0.1B. Cross multiply. No? So pag-abot na rin, wet basis na punta. YP is A over A plus B. Substitute A 1.1B. A sa denominator 0.1B plus B. So 0.09091. So we can now solve for WP. Solid in feed equals solid in product. Come on, YF is 1.5, 1 minus 0.6875. Then WP, 1 minus YP. So you can get 0.5156 kilogram per second. And then therefore, MR, momentum formula sa MR, weight of feed minus weight of product. Money. Feed is 1.5, product 0.5156 kilogram per second. That convert to hour times 3,600 per hour. So cancel second, we have 3,543.84 kilograms per hour. So morning answer, no? 3543.75, dire 0.84 ako lang. Take last screenshot. So this is the answer, Answer na class. Alin, nahapa ko sa UC ron class, no? Okay, next. Copra enters a dryer containing 70% moisture and leaves at 7% moisture. Find the moisture removed on each pound of solid in the final product. So given YF 70%, YP 7%, automatic wet basis class. Basta wag gisulti tapos less than 100, usually wet basis ni. And then, ningon man diri class, find the moisture removed on each pound. Each pound of solid, the final product. So there is an amount of solid, which is the bone dry weight is 1 pound. And what is asked is moisture removed on each pound. So moisture removed per bone dry weight. Kulang lang yung tag moisture removed. So formula, moisture removed over bone dry weight, we know that moisture removed is WF minus WP all over bone dry weight. Okay? So, from the formula, solid in feed equals solid in product or equivalent to bone dry weight. Kamani karon, solid in feed equals solid product equals bone dry weight. What is the formula class for the solid in feed? WF quantity 1 minus YF equals WP quantity 1 minus YP equals bone dry weight. So, pwede na ito masolve ng WP by equating WF quantity 1 minus YF, equate nimo sa 1 because bone dry weight is 1. And also WP quantity 1 minus YP equate to 1. So we cannot solve for WP. So sa, equate sa 1 oh. Oh. Kung i-1 diri class, 1 pound. So 1 pound divide 0.3. Ay 0.7 man eh. 1 minus 0.7, 0.3. Again, 1 over 0.3 is 3.333 pounds. And then 1 over any class. 1 minus 0.07 is 0.93. So 1 divide 0.93 is 0.0753 pounds. So pwede na. MR is WF minus WP over 1, which is the bone dry weight. So therefore, the answer is 2.258 pounds moisture per pound solid. No, solid is the bone dry weight. Mga class, oh, find the moisture removed on each pound of solid in the final product. So answer 2.258. Sige, screenshot. Daghan na may lisod nga problema aning dryer class ha. Dili kay kinira actually kung pasulbon man ni bisa ni madali dayon. Oh, screenshot. Pero kayo nasa dali lang. May napa ba? So, dora example niya sa kita na po, no? Sa mali. Oh, nilamot. Okay. Ano samanta mag-midterm? Face to face? Darapot makakita ko sa inyo mga actual na mga naong ba?
Finals mo ta mag-kuhan, sir. Face face, sir.
Ha? Karon ding Wednesday. Final na lang?
Oh, sir, finals na
Final,
lang, sir.
Sir.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
nag-prepare pa
Final
kami
na,
ng diagnostic, sir.
Ang diagnostic ninyo, ang coverage sa man.
Kuhan, sir,
Kuhan, sir.
GF o major, sir.
Okay.
Type.
Hmm.
Nadiri, sir. Ay, ako sa GC, sir, ha?
Kaya baliw daw. Naya po signal ako eh. Oh, GS lagi. General Engineering and Sciences. Una lagi proof subject. Second year, fourth year. Seven mo, no? Wala lagi time diri. Nakado din, no? Kung ka sa probinsya, no? Ano sa magkamwari para makatake ka sa diagnostic ninyo? Chin. Adlawon sa Thursday? Sige, final na lang tayo mag-one class. Face to face ba? Kung ana'y balibaraya, ako'y mo schedule ha?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ganda na yung schedule. Sir. Kuha na, sir. Good mind na.
O, sir, magkita
So-
mo tayo niyo, sir. Anak ka, sir.
Final ba to?
O, sir.
O, sir.
Anak ka, sir. Mga unta.
Yes, sir. Finals.
Final, sir. Katuwing. Umingo, sir. Baboy mo, ha?
Mura na kalimot ko to na. Limtanon kay ko tungkol sa kabisin ako ko.
Anak
ka,
ka, sir.
sir?
Mga unta, sir.
Ha?
Picture
Ano,
ta,
sir?
sir. Anak ka.
Oh, picture ka. Anak ka, picture ta, sir. Finals.
Sige. Pila tayo amutan na to. Nagkuha na mo?
Wala pa, sir. Habutan pa.
O pa, sir.
Sabutin na ninyo.
Okay, sir. Salamat, sir.
No. So, final. Sigurado, mamasar mo, ha?
Yes, sir.
O, sir.
Plus, may land yun ako sa finals, no? Naaman ko'y palatandaan nga problem nga may baw ko 15 kabalo. May bawan yun ako, no? Nga kinsa tong igo ra nagpaabot, kinsa po tong siya gyud nag-solve. May bawan ako last, ha? Tanawa lang. Inig finals.
Yes, sir.
Bali, ang atong topics class, tulo na lang kulang. Evaporators. And then, apilo na to kuan, cooling tower, no? Evaporators, cooling tower. Pipings, no? I would let you make a research on pipings para magamit po ninyo phone class. Gusto mo take og master plumber, no? So, piping installation and types of pipes. So, pag ma-research na ninyo, then okay. No? Nanay pabuhat na ako ninyo last. Bali, 3 topics na lang ta. Sa paman. Napa ko sa UC good, mingaw na kayo diri, nanguli na tanong ko uban. Kayo kayo manguli. Wala na ipakutana niya.
Wala na, sir.
Kay
None so far, sir.
by next week, mahuman na rin ako kung output sa dissertation. Hopefully mo function. Huwag din mo function, patay. Di ko kagraduate na rin Mayo.
Yes, sir.
Function lang na, sir.
All the best, sir. All the best.
Pag di gani ni kapangson, listo na ko ng exam yung final, oy.
Asa mo function, sir, pasalitanan.
Mubawas ko.
Ang sir, kasama
Asa
sa
mo
hand.
function, sir, pasalitanan.
Hopefully, class, hopefully, no? Kay, gikapoy na ko.
Salamat sir.
Kay 2017 pa ko nispila ni class, niya karoon pa ko nahuman.
Kami po, sir.
Unsa naman ron? 2022, 2017, 2022, 5 years na.
5 years na, sir.
Still lagi kapoy na ko class, eh. Ilalim. No? Kila, mas mahuman na gid siguro na ron kay napursige naman. Manabon na lang ko ni. Maligo niya manabon. Iwason lang gining mayo. Hopefully. Mapasa rin taon kurong Mayo. Kano sang last week nato ninyo class? Mayo po no.
Yes, sir.
Sakto gyud class. Muna kong depensa sa kuang output. Yata ko final ninyo. Muna gyud kong depensa sa inyong final. So whatever ang output na ko dito sa imong gawas, failed gani ko dito, alis doon po na ko exam eh. Daily class, no? Lain po yan mag-bawas-bawas ta. Pangit, no? After election, certain finals. No, ang election is May 9 pa manggod. Ang atong finals class is 3rd week pa. Kaya na-extend man ta. Di ba, what time ta ka-start o kwan?
Yes, sir.
Di-extend pa man to ni Ma'am Saison. So, dito may mo. After election, makakwarta pa mo yung election, mangatag man si kita may taga-Lapu-Lapu diha.
Muna, sir.
Jeric sir.
Oo, Lapu-Lapu, mangatag na ba si Kuan?
Sir.
Si Radasa og tag 5,000.
Dagan sir.
Nga ka sa Lapu-Lapu, Jeric?
O sir.
Oo, 5,000 na mangatag si Radasa. At dawato ni mo niya, butar na yung ahong. No?
Mga taga
Ahong ka, sir. Ahong ka, sir.
Ahong man yun ko. Sa una ra.
Ahong.
Sana all.
Tayo sir, na ma-trigger sir.
Sa una ra. Pagalansa ni ahong ko may nahimo Radasa di agad. Ato-ato na basig mo kuan mo. Wa ko na umpanya ninyo. Wa man nakaila si ahong nako. Nakakuan lang ko siya hang gibuhat ba. Okay kayo. No? Action man ba? Action man.
Taghan resulta sir.
Yes. Kita may taga-isla dire. Santa Rosa. Wala po.
Wala, sir.
Wala po mong tanan sir.
Ano ba taga-risa maray mo class? Asa mo butar? Cebu? Mandawi?
Mandawi, sir.
Mandawi ka, Plado. Ikaw, Barbosa.
Lapu-Lapu, sir.
Lapu-Lapu.
Oh, sir.
O Medellin, dito ko sa Medellin na itong kuhan kundi. Kahapon. Dito ko sa Bamboo Forest. So sige, pakaunta ko rin paniod to dito. Asa magkadabit sa Medellin daw? Arthur. Nawa lagi? Actually, akong ugangan class, nagadaan bantayan. So, mag-uli man mi dito monthly. Ato na ko man ito pohon kang kuan $1 man ang Medellin o kan bantayan. No, okay na class no, ako musibat sa ko diri gimingaw na kayo. Ang makita na ko diri sa kuan ko daghan kayo ang kuan ba kining CCTV diri class makita na ko diri murag na naglakaw nga tao. Ako lang usaw. Nasa
Jury na,
gawas.
sir. Nangungo.
Oo.
Buntag pa man sir, paguro na sir.
Wala ngit-ngit kayo diri sa shop. Sa namo ko sa shop good, wait tao.
Gutom ra gulo na, sir.
Diri sa shop diri class ba sa main. Kamo diri sa shop sa main. Sulay ninyo. Udto, wait tao. Mingaw kayo diri. Wag itaw. Di man ko gutomon class. Kaya mga pira man ko permit.
Di lang sir, kaya na may maglakaw ka, sir.
Lagi. Okay na taklas, no? Ang tani silang burha, asa ka mo butardong, lasyo na mo.